right, so today's International Women's Day, and we got the most loved sweetheart, Saweetie, on. What's up, Saweetie?
Hey girl, thank you for having me.
Well, I appreciate you for always showing up every time I need you for something. So I just want to thank you for that off the bat.
Right.
So I saw your Valentine's Day was looking lit, by the way.
Yeah, it was cool.
I spoke to you before that, and I was like, man, that is amazing. So,
I love flowers. I get flowers like every Monday at my house. So I love flowers. So it was like a flower heaven, I guess.
And do you throw them out when they die on time, or do you wait till the house you start to smell it a little? Because I wait, they start smelling, and then I'd be like, what is that smell?
No, I keep them for as long as I could, but I hate that smell. So I try to do it right before it smells like that. Because you come down the stairs, wake up in the morning, you like, what's that smell?
The trick is you're supposed to like snip the, you're supposed to snip the stems like every couple of days, and it kind of refreshes it.
I didn't know that.
At an angle.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
All right. So the real reason we're here today is because I'm trying to win this Tesla.
You want to show?
I need a Tesla, girl. So talk to me about this giveaway that you're doing with the Tesla, and how can somebody win? Because I saw over 5 million people have tried to enter the win already.
Yeah, it's becoming like a craze, a sensation. I didn't expect that much people to enter, but I guess people want to beep and they Tessie. So I'm doing a huge giveaway with Tesla. And, I just think that it's cool to always give back, but I always want to do it like in a fun way. So we're just launching this giveaway to see how creative people can like get and what catches our attention.
And of course, we saw the best friend video. So how did you and Paris Hilton hook up? That was cute.
So I actually did something for her prior. She hasn't announced it yet, so I don't want to break her news. But she asked me to do something with her. We actually just clicked on set. It feels like I've known her forever. She's hella cool. And then after that, we just kept in touch.
And y'all had the throwback Juicy Couture sweatsuits on also?
Mm-hmm. I had to.
Is something happening with that too, with Juicy? Because I know they're coming back and relaunching and rebranding.
They actually reached out. So we're talking about some things, but nothing confirmed yet.
I look at you as like the branding queen also. And I do feel like when it comes to this industry, not only do you do music, but you also have to be a brand, right? And you have so many things that I think organically go with who you are.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. There's women like Rihanna that just shows you that there's no limits to what your brand can be. And I think it's important for like little girls of color to see women like her and like me doing these things so they know that they can do it too. Because I feel like Rihanna has branded herself in ways no other women artist has. Like she's literally a lifestyle. So I'm so thankful to have women like her before me to show me what possibilities are out there.
I want to talk about, so let's think about all the things you have going on. Mm-hmm. So you have the nail polish, right?
Uh-huh.
And you have a beauty brand coming too, don't you?
Yeah, makeup line. Mm-hmm.
Okay, a makeup line. Okay, what else? What else do you have going? A clothing line?
I have a baby hair line. I've done a couple of fashion collaborations. I'm currently working on my own fashion line. And then I just got into acting. Shout out to Grownish for allowing me to grace their screen. Yara is just a joy to be around. So I have fun.
Yeah, you are doing it. I don't even know how you have time.
Girl, I don't either.
Because then I see you doing like the Facebook, We the Culture. I see you doing everything. TikTok. I see you just like you are the go-to person, but that's a dope thing because it also means people enjoy working with you.
Oh, thank you. I'm just really grateful for all the opportunities. I feel like going to college, it really helped and prepared me for a schedule like this and for just being good in all things that I put my mind to. Because girl, USC will either make or break you.
Now, speaking of college, we all saw the video of you going up to J. Cole after the concert to rap for him. And we always tell people like, you got to have courage when you believe in yourself and take that one shot. You never know when you might get an opportunity like that. So what was going on in your mind? Did you have a best friend hyping you up to go and be like, no, he's right there, go rap for him? Who was with you? What was going on in your head? Were you nervous?
I was currently with I was currently with my ex at the time, and he had took me to the concert, And afterwards, he asked me if I wanted to go and wait by the bus. And I was like, people do that? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's go by and wait for the bus. And there's only like 15 people back there. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe we at the wrong place. But then he comes out, everybody says what's up to him. And then I'm kind of last. And I'm like, I don't really want to, but I just want to do it to see what happens. So it's like, I was nervous, but I did it anyway.
That's cute. No, listen, I think that's dope. That's good that he hyped you up to do that. Like, let's go do this, because I think it's hard, especially for women, like to approach a guy because you don't want somebody to get the wrong idea, you know, things like that happen.
Right. That's how I feel. Like, let's talk about that too. I feel like as a woman, we're limited to express whose other music we like if it's a male, because people assume that we like them or we're trying to like send a message. And it's just like, no, I really just enjoy other people's music.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like even on the show, when we have certain guests, if it's a guy and afterwards, you know how you like, oh, I want to follow up with you about something, but then you don't want to be like, well, let me get your information. So it's just be weird. Like the guys have no problem. They'll be like, yo, let me get your number. And you know, they do that. And I just be like, let me just mind my business.
Right. And I don't like, as women, I don't like feeling restricted, because, and you're a businesswoman as well. And you know, you vouch yours. I'm pretty sure you handle everything. You're good at it, but it's just like, what happens when it's time to network with men? Like it just, I feel like we're kind of restricted in ways.
Even for you, like having to go to the studio, right? You might want to even, let's say before you were in a relationship and you want to work with somebody and you like, you know, guys could just show up to the studio, smoke, hang out.
Yeah. No, if that ever, I don't think, have I done that? No, I've only been to like producer camps, but even when I know like other men are at the studio, I make sure I bring a lot of people with me, because I feel like sometimes when a woman goes by herself, she's just kind of like bait.
Right. And then they blame you. Like, why would you go by yourself?
Right. So I would like to normalize women networking with who they want to network with.
But you've done a great job of networking with other women also. And obviously you have the song now with Doja Cat that everybody loves. And it's also inspiring and empowering for us, you know, because that's what best friends do.
Yeah, I feel like we needed a song for our ride or die, our besties. Because like they're everything in one and they always have our back. So that's just dedicated to all the ride or dies out there.
And then I saw you had a joke about, because people were trying to act like you and Cardi don't like each other. But then I saw Hennessy said that you guys might be working on something together and that there's been some contact with the teams behind the scenes to do something, right?
Yeah, our teams have definitely been talking. I think we're just kind of waiting for that right record. But I think the media just likes to take things out of context. And I'm loving how women artists are starting to realize that sometimes it's the media that creates something that's not there. And I think it just shows mature, and it just shows growth amongst me and my peers to not be affected by what the media says.
So maybe like a pretty bitch music song?
Something like that.
I know that's right. Okay.
That's my girl.
All right, now I want to ask you some questions. How often do you check your bank account a week?
Maybe like 3 times.
Okay, that's not.
I know people who check it every day.
I check mine every day.
No, I want to get into that habit because, you know, you have to watch your money. Yeah, I think it's really important to stay on top of that. But I have an accountant, so I kind of just do everything through her.
Let me tell you, in the morning, you know how some people look on Instagram or Twitter first thing? The first thing I do in the morning is I use my face thing and I open my bank accounts. And I be like, okay, did anything come through last night? And did anything go out?
It feels so good. Make you want to go out and buy something.
You know when that money hits the account that you've been waiting on, because like I just got a notice I'm getting a payment tomorrow from November, something I did in November. And I'm like, come on.
Don't you love when you're not expecting it for it to hit and it just hit and you like, oh my gosh.
You like, I'm happy about that. Okay, now another thing I saw on your new album is that you're going to be speaking in, now I don't want to say this wrong.
What?
You know, the language in the Philippines, I don't want to say it wrong.
Tagalog.
What is it?
Tagalog.
Okay, Tagalog. So is that true?
Tagalog with a G at the end.
Tagalog, okay. I can't say it. One more time.
Tagalog. So I will, there's a record where I open up a song talking shit in Tagalog. My mom was like, oh my gosh, why did you say that? But she's just a tiger mom, don't mind her. But yeah, I definitely will be speaking in Tagalog on Pretty Bitch Music.
That's interesting. So can you fluently speak Tagalog?
No, but I know when they talking shit about me.
Oh, damn. Has that ever happened to you?
I mean, not in a bad way, but like when your mom's talking to your grandma and they're talking about some shit you did, and I know when they're talking about you, I know those conversations.
Your parents they have to be so proud of you though.
No, they are. They're so excited, and I think that they're able to see it because they listen to the radio, they talk to other people. It's funny when like they've had several conversations where someone is just talking about how much they love my music, and they're like, that's my daughter, right? So I think moments like that just make them realize that I'm getting big.
Do your parents do things like my dad will be at the supermarket and he'll call me and be like, hey, I'm at the checkout. And I'm like, how did it even come up that I'm your daughter? He'll like call me and be like, this person wants to say hi.
Yeah, sometimes they do it. And like, I really don't mind because it's a special moment. So like they'll call me like, I don't know if you want to do this. I'm like, go ahead, put the person on the
phone. That's cute. All right. Now, what is one life lesson that you got from your father?
Oh my gosh. My one life lesson is, I think it was a Cat Williams clip. But I remember I was hating on real bad in high school. Like rumors, girls wanted to jump me. It just wasn't the happiest moment in my life. And I used to come home so frustrated because I just wanted to fight everybody. I can't talk shit. I'd rather just fight. And my dad sat me down and he showed me this Cat Williams tape about how having haters is a good thing. And then Cat Williams was like, if you got 5 haters at the beginning of the summer, try to make sure you got 50 bitches hating on you by the end of the summer. So my dad basically taught me at a young age that having haters is a good thing because that means you're doing something right with your life.
Right. I'm always like, if you don't like me, I want to make sure you hate me in a couple years.
Right. But I never looked at it like that. But that was a moment for me to just be like, okay, it's hard, but I have to dismiss it and just focus on me because they're trying to distract me and I can't let that happen.
What about a life lesson from your mom?
My mom is so simple. I mean, she taught me this when I was a little kid, but it's crazy. The older you get, the more you realize how like these things and these lessons really are real life. She always told me, do something right the first time so you don't got to do it again. Because I used to like bullshit my homework and then she would check it. She like, do it again. Bullshit, do it again. She like, if you just did it right the first time, you wouldn't be here right now. But that's for everything in life, like recording a song, giving it your 100%, doing a photo shoot, and then you don't like it, you have to redo it again. So I have intention and purpose with anything that I do in life, so I don't have to waste my time and do it again.
All right. Now, we also have seen you cooking lately. It actually was a topic on the Breakfast Club because we all started talking about things that we like that might be unusual to other people. But apparently ranch dressing on spaghetti is not that uncommon from what we gathered from people calling in.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people are like, yeah, you never did that. Like it's a common thing. I'm just not a big ranch dressing fan.
I love ranch on pizza, my salad, spaghetti.
Wings. You like it on wings instead of blue cheese?
Wings too.
All right. So do you prefer food that's creamy or spicy?
Spicy.
Okay, good. Creamy is like, I don't know if you have a lactose problem like I do, but.
No, I don't. I like creamy pasta.
Okay.
But I love spicy foods like Thai and like soul food.
What about sweet or salty?
Oh, sweet.
No, I wasn't talking about food. No, I'm kidding. Would you rather dine in or eat out?
Eat out. Like at a nice, have you been to Catch?
Yes, in New York only.
Yeah, but it's a vibe, ain't it? Like I like vibey places, so I'd rather go eat out and dress up.
Okay. And when's the last time you cried during a movie?
Oh, I think the last time have you seen that cartoon Soul with Jamie Foxx?
Yes, my boy Donnell is in it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that movie made me cry. I was like,
Who'd you watch it with?
With Quavo.
Was he crying too?
No, he was looking at me. He was teasing me, but it really touched me. I was like, that's a great movie.
All right, so Saweetie feels emotion during movies, but What did he say? I know we had that whole conversation, right? When we did that Facebook talk about dating, and then you were talking about how you want to learn how to be like more loving. Did he see that? And did he say anything about it?
He just like gave me a hug and a kiss.
Aww.
Like it was an aw moment. But he already knows what's up. Like we talked about what we talked about. I think that it's important that you do have an open communication with your partner, expectations, transparency, because sometimes there's like some ambiguity when two people come together and then the expectations are not the same. That's when shit starts to like not add up.
When you were younger, right, and dating, were you savage? Like, were you breaking hearts and guys were like hurt over you, or were you the one that was more sensitive?
Well, my grandma called me. So I lived with my grandma for a little bit, and she would always call me a cold piece of work. Because for me, like I wasn't playing people, but when I don't like you no more, I'll just break up with you and I'll tell you that I didn't like you. So I've done that to several people. I'm very blunt. There's just no point in hiding anything. You have to understand why I'm doing something, and because I don't want to be with you no more, I'm just gonna be like, I don't like you no
more. What happened to those people that used to hate on you in high school now? Have you seen anybody afterward and they've been like at all sorry about it? Or do they try to speak to you, follow you on social media, act like y'all used to be cool? Like, what happens?
I don't think I've had a moment like that, only because I'm so, pardon me, I'm not in like, I feel like I'm tapped into like culture in the world, but I'm still in a bubble, especially in this pandemic. So I don't really have, my circle is my team and my family and probably like 2 or 3 friends outside my family, but I haven't had that experience yet.
Well, I can't wait till you run into some people.
Right.
I'm sure, but it feels good though, because then you can just be like, hey, good to see you. Keep it moving.
Right. I mean, I've had run into people who I was cordial with or who I was friends with, and they always tell me that like where I'm at right now makes sense. Because I was always like ambitious. I would be top student for my academics. I was female athlete of the year. I was popular like throughout my whole life. So people who knew me before this, like they know that it makes sense for what I'm doing.
I like the fact that you do talk about college and your education, because sometimes people think you can't be authentic as a rapper if you also went to school and did well.
You know what? I feel like that's so ironic, because I feel like college is what kind of stripped my authenticity from me, because when you're going to a predominantly white school, you kind of feel like you have to conform sometimes. Not speaking for everybody, but at least from my experience. So if anything, I felt like after college, I was kind of getting back to like who I was before that. But I don't know, just being in a world that's not your world, I mean, it's uncomfortable. You have to adjust. And I felt like I had to conform a lot, because sometimes I'd be the only, Black girl, biracial girl in class. So if anything, I feel like I'm finally getting back to me.
Right. Well, that's great. And because I like that. I don't like when people act like, first of all, you're super smart, right? And I think what's great is when you are an artist, it can't just always be about the music. You have to be about your business too. And I do feel like right now it's hard to be successful if you're not branching out into other things. And if people don't feel some type of connection to you, and people do relate to you and feel that connection.
I think quarantine allowed people to do that, because I was like, how do I stay connected with my fans? I started IC Life, I started IC University. I started posting more clips that show my personality through my content. So it definitely helped, because at first nobody really knew who I was, and then all these false narratives were like circulating. So I was like, hold on, ain't nobody creating this narrative but myself. So I had to make that very clear.
Now with Pretty Bitch Music, bitch is actually an acronym, right? And so can you break that down?
So it actually came from Thug Life. I love Tupac, and I love how he created the acronym for Thug Life. So I wanted to create an acronym for bitch. The B is for boss, I for independent, T for tough, C, CEO, and I'm from the Bay, so the H means hyphy. And I feel like it's just a underlying theme for everything that I'm talking about and how to sound songs on the album.
And this is really your debut album, huh? Yeah. It doesn't feel like it, right?
It feels like it. I'm nervous.
I mean, I just feel like for you first of all, the songs you put out so far have been performing really well. So I think that expectations, like people can't wait. The anticipation is good. I feel like the timing is great too, because we've heard what you can do. Like you said, during this quarantine, we've been able to see your personality a whole lot more, and you've been having a lot of fun. And I think people can, really like you and relate to that. And I feel like at first you did get some hate. People did have some things to say.
Yeah, and let's talk about that too, because I see other people going through that. Like, honestly, like I was hated online for like 2 years straight. It was a strong 2 years, and I didn't say nothing about it because, like I said, I feel like high school prepared me for all this bullshit. But one thing that you got to realize is that, like, social media, they're like annoying cousins. Sometimes they hate you, sometimes they love you. They like to fuck with you. So I just think that it's important that people view themselves as brands and not as people, because a 5-star restaurant gonna get a bad review, but does that mean that it's a bad restaurant? No, it's just not for everybody. So I think those 2 years kind of like developed my mental toughness, and there's nothing really online anymore that can make me mad. I just be like, okay, y'all having a day today, y'all trying to pick on me to make yourself feel better, and I'm not feeding into that.
And at least you have like a nice, stable people that are supportive of you, that love you around you. You have your family, you have your team, and you have your man. So I know all those things. No, it really does help though, because there's nothing worse than when you're going through it and people are coming at you, and then you also, everything else is messed up.
No, that's a horrible feeling, which is why like your energy and your environment is so important. And it comes down to even little things like keeping your household clean. Like, I've just been doing a lot of reflection. Anytime I have an issue internally or externally, I always address it head on, because life could be so simple, like Lauryn Hill said, but you got to make it hard. So it's just like communicating, cleaning, praying, meditating, if that's what other people do. Like, life could just be so much easier if you focus on working out the kinks.
When is Pretty Bitch music coming out?
Before the summertime.
Okay, so it's a secret right now? You gonna surprise drop it, or?
No, it's not even a secret. I just keep changing things. So once it's mixed, mastered, and put up, like when you see me on vacation, that's when you know the album is done.
Where's your vacation spot when you feel like, okay, this is where I want to go?
So I really want to go to Maldives. That's just hella far. So I'll settle for like the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean. So like the Bahamas, Jamaica. I just got to be somewhere where it's clear water and white sand, and I'm straight.
All right. I'm not mad at that. Well, listen, I just want to thank you for always taking the time. I appreciate it. Support you all the way. So I'm excited for this album to come out.
Thank you. And I'm so excited to finally, go to the historical Breakfast Club once quarantine is out.
I know. I'm like dying for this to be over already. They keep on saying like the numbers, we got to be careful. You saw Houston opened all the way back up.
Oh, well, I also saw that everywhere opens up June 21st. I don't know who said it, but hopefully it's true.
Yeah, I think they're saying like tours, Live Nation, they're saying they'll be back to doing tours and everything. And they think venues will be back open. Are you nervous? Like, are you still going to go out and wear a mask? And
I mean, I don't know. I'll probably wear a cute mask or something. I don't know. What's crazy is I forgot where I was at, but there was a lot of people, and it kind of made me nervous because I haven't been around a lot of people in a long time. And I was like, wow, I've really been in the house for a really long time.
What about the vaccine?
I'm scared to take it. What you think about it?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm waiting to see what happens to everybody else first. So I'm like, in a few months. First of all, thank goodness it's not my turn yet, right? I'm gonna let everybody that's supposed to get it first. It's not and then let's see. But I feel like we might have to.
Girl, I'm nervous. Yeah, I heard we have to too, and I'm getting nervous because I don't like them.
Yeah, so I'm a little concerned, but then I also want to be responsible, right? And I don't want to talk other people out of it because I don't want to do it.
Right. Yeah, kind of like, ugh. Well, let me know if you get it.
Let me know, right? I'm gonna be like, girl, I'm in here. I got 2 heads.
See,
All right, but I need a Tesla. Let's make sure we let people know that information, because I want to make sure somebody wins that Tesla. Maybe it's somebody that's watching this right now on International Women's Day on the Breakfast Club could win. When is the contest over? Like, when is the deadline for people to be able to, or the giveaway? When is the giveaway over?
I think it's over in 53 days. I'm doing a huge giveaway with Tesla, and not just one Tesla, 2 Teslas. So all they have to do is click the link in my bio on Twitter or Instagram, and then it has all the rules right there.
All right, I hope I win.
Girl, go ahead, girl.
Nah, that wouldn't even be right. I would feel.
You win, they're gonna be like, Sweetie, over here cheating.
I'd be like, that's my best friend. I just won a Tesla. All right. Well, thank you so much. When the album's ready, give us a call because we, of course, would love to have you back on the Breakfast Club.
Of course, so I can't wait to see y'all in person.
I know that's right. Thank you, girl.